That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's out of bounds just before. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to get going again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A run by Mack to start the drive. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. The Bears at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how the offense has performed. But I'll bet they're absolutely thrilled with how the defense played last week, holding their opponents to just 3 points, and that was it. They gave anything comparable to that performance. This one's absolutely locked up.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Brady now to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A give running right is Mack. He's got it to the 43 here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Mack, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs down now at 10-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Lead to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it complete to Harris. Just a ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation. Now Brady. And he he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second down and goal. Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing. Touchdown! DeVonta Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown from DeVonta Smith. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where you see the final score there. Baker Mayfield leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in that New York Giants. Patrick Mahomes, not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.